How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are worth a buy or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I'd just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, all right? How's it going, everybody? Super secret shout out to C. You know who you are? Hello. So yes, let's say hi to the chat. We will see what is going on with our favorite stocks. I have some interesting news for you guys. I don't know if this is anything that I found, but I found something I'm pretty excited on, and I just kind of jumped the gun, so to speak. So we'll see what happens, but let me say hi to the chat, and then we will hop onto the stocks, all right? Let's see who we have first. I'm wearing my glasses. We've got a terrible glare in here. Sorry about it. Dog says, good day to be an ape. Absolutely. Lee says, yo, yo, yo. I'm a sore ape today. I was acting like a gorilla yesterday. Oh boy. Johnson, what's up, Captain Cash? How's it going, friend? Brandon says, support is a sleeping nuclear bomb. Right. I think I might have found another bomb today, Brandon, that I'm going to be showing you. Me Too says, great day to start the week. Great day to start this weekend. Green, yes. Oh my gosh, all the green is looking so nice on AMC. We'll take a look at the technical position and see where we are currently and where we're going to be ending up. All right, we can see over here, Lee says, I'm in there with a bunch of apes. Johnson with the super, just donation, $10. Thank you so much, Johnson. Nice to see you, my friend. Diane, hello. Pone says, hey apes, what is up? Luke says, can we stop saying every Friday is red now? You know what? Good point. I think it was a lot of Fridays were red whenever they're trying to get these options to not expire in the money. And I think it kind of slowed down a little bit, I think, with the red days on Fridays, especially after the options would have already been hedged for, right? So if an option, if we went all the way to $60 at the end of the week and the next week it's like 50 or something, those options most likely would have been hedged for. So yeah. Me Too says, I have 15 calls at $65 for 917 for AMC. What does that even look like here? So 917, it was $65. And so I'm wondering what the break even for something like that is realistically while I'm checking here. We can see the break even on this is 65.85. Not too bad, actually. I get so nervous with these break evens whenever we look at these options, because as you know, I like to play them super far out of the money, or super far down the time frame, right? And I like to play them just outside of the money, so it's like they're just super expensive, the ones I'd like to play. So for example, if I played like a January one just out of the money at $55, right, it would cost so much money. It costs $1,400, and my break even is $69 on a 55 strike play. So it just flipping so wild on that kind of play. So it is what it is, though. We can take a look over here at, let's go ahead and continue with the chat, and then we'll hop on to the stocks. Lee says, I see $80 next week, just my opinion. Ooh, that'd be nice. Anything over 70 lets me look at my 401k. I'm in for $80 next week. Man, people saying triple digits. Man, people are getting hyped up over here. Stonka Tractor showing 0 shares left to borrow on AMC multiple times today, like 5 times. BBIG heavily short attack toward the end of the day. Right, we're gonna take a look at a few of these, right? So let's go ahead and just hop right into AMC. Keep it moving. Ooh, Matt, aka Stock Kramer, what is up? How's it going? So AMC, looks like AMC had a pretty fantastic day. We broke over that $50 mark that we were $50 level of resistance that we've been fighting. More realistically, I think it was 48, right? This 48 right here, 47, 48 level of resistance. We finally broke through with a solid candle. Let me put this on a 1 month mark or something so we can see exactly what's going on. And we can see, right, finally broke through pretty strong. And now we're kind of consolidating over here around the $50 mark. Hopefully we continue to hold at 50. That would be sick. And we can continue to progress, right? Get these next levels of support and resistance. Right now looking for around 51.27. Personally, just to hold strong, right? It looks like we almost broke it, didn't quite break it, and kind of fell back down to this $50 level of support. I'll go ahead and draw a horizontal line since we're in here. Yeah, I'll do it around there. That looks pretty good to me. And so we'll look at these microscopic levels of resistance. I'm going to go ahead and remove this one here since it doesn't seem to hold true currently with what's going on. And yeah, so looking solid. In the after hours, we're up 0.14% on the day, or in the after hours, I mean. And I think it's looking pretty solid. Look, so happy with what's going on. And of course, we'll look at the Ortex data in just a second to see how everything is being looking. GameStop was down 4.4% on the day. In the after hours, down 0.21%. Ended the day at, or currently in the after hours, at $90.01. Looking pretty solid. Johnson with another super chat. Whoops, forgot to put a message. Anyway, hope all is well with you. Blessings. AMC to the moon. Thank you so much, Johnson. I appreciate it. I consider myself extremely blessed, extremely lucky, and so it's paying off. It's working. Whatever y'all are doing. So thank you very much. And so yeah, GameStop just as we know, same old, keep on trucking, I'm not going to beat it to death. So we'll continue on to Dogecoin over here, setting up maybe a double bottom, George W, maybe, if you see this right here. So touch the bottom or a low previously of 21 cents, and then more recently kind of bounced up and then kind of is falling again. I think it's gonna make a full recovery personally, especially back up to that $30 or 30-cent mark. I like Dogecoin at 23 cents. Like if I were to take a position, I would not mind at all taking a position at 23 cents. But currently I'm just not taking positions in Doge or any crypto currently. Bitcoin, same thing. Bitcoin currently at $44,000, excuse me. And looking pretty solid. Bit of a gap down. What in the world happened here? That's pretty interesting. Just gapped. Pretty crazy. Jeez. Carnival down 2.28% here. Carnival on a bumpy road right now, going up and down and up and down. Sorry about that. And so holding strong. Robinhood, I'm not even going to look at. Support had a rough day, right? Support was down 19.29% on the day. In the after hours, it's up 0.48%. This one's looking a little bit rough. We'll look at the short interest and see what's going on. I wonder if this one is also going to set up some kind of George W situation here where it goes up, down, up, and then it finally has that bullish reversal. Either way, I believe, we'll take a look at the short data, but even then it does not look like this has been covered, right? It looks like this is still heavily shorted. And like I said, just not covered. So I'm pretty sure this is still a play. Of course, make your own financial decisions is my own personal thought. Brandon over here says support was 24 million float, 72% shorted, 96.7% utilization, according to Ortex days to cover 0.39. Right. So again, we're going to take a look at that Ortex data as well and kind of see where it is historically as compared to where it is now. But I still think it's going to be, it just still looks like they haven't covered, like this stock is ready to explode as well. Stock Kramer says ILUS announced on Twitter they will have a massive PR in the next week or so. So it's a banger. Oh, still a banger. Okay. I'm going to add this one to our list to take a look at because I can't recall where the short interest is at. This stock has been moving though. My goodness. When was this? 810. So a month ago. Exactly. It was around, 3 cents, currently at 15 cents. That's not bad. That's a pretty nice increase. Let's go ahead and continue with BBIG. As you all know, I do have a position in BBIG, and BBIG was currently down 4.34% on the day, and the after hours up 2.22% at $10.58. Okay, so as we all know, we'll look at the short interest data in just a second. I'm just going to kind of move through this. Let me see what's going on over here. Everything's good to go. Thank you. ATER, the reason this is on this list is this was recently triggered as a short squeeze trading signal by Ortex. So as you know, I am keeping an eye on what is going on with Ortex with these short squeeze trading signals. I feel like there's obviously something there, right? But I do think that they're obviously going to shout their winners at the top of their lungs, aka on their Twitter, whereas the losers are kind of just going by the wayside. And of course, they're not going to announce them as grandiose as their winners, right? The losers are just going to be put to the side, or if they're flat or whatever, they're going to be put to the side, whereas the gainers are of course going to be pushed and just shown to the world. So we'll see. Oh my gosh, Stock Kramer is making some serious money on ILUS. Did you go all in on that stock, or did you buy an option? What would you do there? And of course, we'll look at the short information there shortly. Okay, and now these two stocks, I actually want to show you guys the this is Workhorse. We all know about Workhorse over here. This is one that we've been talking about for a while. I am bullish on like electric vehicles, EVs, and this one is kind of a combination of two of the things that I really am interested in. Corsair is something that we're also going to take a look at, and I'll show you why we're taking a look at these, right? And look at ILUS as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the Ortex data, and let's take a look at our favorite stocks, and I'm going to go over those last few with what is going on there. Okay, this is just misclicks, and we're here. Okay, great. Okay, so let's see what is going on. Angelina, welcome. So let's pull this up over here. We can see AMC. Okay, so let's look at what's going on with AMC utilization as well as their short interest of the free float, right? So let's start over here. Oh, Kramer got in at 4 cents. My goodness. Utilization and the on. Okay, let's start with a few things first. Okay, let's start with the utilization on AMC. So AMC utilization is still, like I said, we've been talking about this for months. It's upward trending, right? Upward trending, looking solid, right? From utilization 77 all the way up now to 91%, right? Just solid. Upward trending, which is what you love to see. I want to look at the shares on loan. Shares on loan upward trending, not as high as they were back whenever we had these crazy leaps, but right whenever it was all the way up here, but it is still all the way over here at what is this called? All the way here at currently at 114 million shares on loan, and this is up from 78 million. They're still borrowing these shares. They're still freaking shorting this stock according to these numbers, right? Damon, yo, what is up? Welcome. I have not seen you in a while. Damon says, yo guys, sorry I haven't been around. Schoolwork has been a ton, especially statistics so far. Literally did like 5 hours of homework for stats. Jeez. Yeah, that's crazy, Damon. Hey, no worries. School comes first. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Like, it's important, but that's all right. So that's what's going on there. Let's take a look at the short interest of the free float. Short interest has really been moving. I've been really into it recently because it's at 18.57. The all-time high being 64. What's up, Raphael? 19.64, right? This is moving. This is getting primed and ready to go, right? Let's take a look at support and see what's going on over here. Support utilization. This is what we're looking at, right? Well, I guess I already have the short interest of the free float selected. So let's take a look. The short interest at almost 89% is at an all-time high. An all-time high, right? Like, holy smokes, an all-time high right here. We can also see the shares on loan is at an all-time high. Okay. Utilization is all the way back up to 96.71%. This is like primed and ready to go rock. It's like, it's ready to go. It's primed and ready to go. Support. And that's why, you know, I do like short. I don't have a position in short, but I do really like, I'm a fan of support, right? Like, it's clearly ready to go, ready to launch, and just primed, right? Similar thing with BBIG. Let's take a look at what's going on with these numbers. We'll start with the utilization. Utilization, as we know, it can only go to 100%. It's currently at 99.87%. Historically, whenever something is holding around 100%, we see a move, right? Even this one back here, it had a small move, you know, well, doubled, but whenever it was around 100%, it doubled, right? So we can see, and then whenever it moves up, it kind of goes down a little bit, back up, and then it has a little move, and still looking solid. Look at the shares on loan. Shares on loan at an all-time high. Okay, same thing. These two are all-time highs, primed. They look like they're primed and ready to take off, right? Primed and ready to take off. So let's go ahead and take a look at ATER. Let's start with these shares on loan, and oh my gosh, geez, an all-time high by a lot. Let's take a look at the short interest of the free float at a very all-time high. Geez, this thing is ready to go. And the utilization is back up, right? It was down for a little bit. It has moved up. We'll see if this holds. I'm actually a little curious if it's going to hold. If you recall with AMC, it was like really high. Oh, David, hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome. Oh, hi there. Okay, remember what happened with AMC? AMC was super high, right? It was around. Actually, we can go over to AMC really quick, and we can see with the short interest. So as we recall, it was moving, right? And then randomly it went from 13%, 14%, and then it skyrocketed all the way to almost 19%. It touched 19%, and then it just kind of like said, oh, well, actually, let's just like calm down a second. It's not actually that high. And then it kind of, you know, has been going up and down, but realistically, you know, on the more conservative side, we can see it's just trending upward. And that's what I'm afraid of we are seeing with this, just because it was so low, and then it was like all the way back up here. Now this how low it was may have been an over, you know, may have been incorrect that it dropped this far down. It might be kind of a reverse situation where it actually did not drop this low. But, you know, kind of hard to say. Either way, it looks like it's extremely high right here. We already looked at the on loan, all-time high, short interest of the free float, all-time high by a lot. And utilization almost back at that 100% mark. Just looking super, super solid. Okay, now I want to show you guys two stocks, right? These two stocks. Actually, let's take a look at ILUS really quick, because I told somebody I would. Okay, let's see what's going on with ILUS. I really don't know if this one is heavily shorted stock or not. Okay, no, this is not a heavily shorted stock, so never mind. So we're gonna skip ILUS for now, although yeah. So let's talk about Corsair, because something I noticed interesting was I actually found a pretty interesting place in Ortex where I can find stocks that are heavily shorted, right? Heavily shorted. And I can take a look at something like their utilization, right? And this utilization, so let's go ahead and clear this out. This is Corsair. This is like the Corsair, like gaming and stuff like that. Oh, it says Corsair Gaming. This is the like gaming equipment, computers. I think they have seats, mice, computer mice, stuff like that. All right, and let's take a look at their utilization. Their utilization is creeping up over here. It's been going up more recently. And now here's the deal, like just listen to the whole spiel before you get too excited. Because I don't think every stock is a short squeeze play. I want to look at this data, and I'd love your like feedback and opinion about this, and maybe there's something I'm missing, because it seems almost too good to be true. So we're taking a look over here, yeah, at Corsair, and Corsair utilization is at 100%, and since August, we'll call it here, August 23rd, August 24th, it's been above, you know, 96% plus, right? which is extremely high, especially if let's say we just want to do 98. That says August 24th, right? That it's been this high, 98% plus. More recently, it's been at 100, 100, and then it had a little dip one day to 99%, and then it's back up. It's looking extremely, extremely high. It's very interesting that it's just moving in this upward direction. You can see it's kind of been trending upward since back here, since February. Kind of went up, kind of went down. Whenever it had this run up, it went down a little bit. Whenever it ran all the way up to the high of $42, it kind of ran up and then it went back down. And the low back here being $25, and it's currently around 30. So I thought this was very interesting. So let's take a look at these shares on loan, because I'm curious about this too, right? Look at the shares on loan. Is it an all-time high? Pretty much an all-time high, regardless. I might be down a tad from the actual all-time high like a few days back, but it is still basically at an all-time high considering there's the lack of price movement. It's still all the way up here, right? Which I think is extremely, well, I keep saying extremely interesting, which is interesting. So that's all I know. And then let's taking a look at the short interest is the only thing that's a little weird, but the short interest is actually like really high. This is a high short interest, especially whenever we're looking at stocks like AMC. Our beloved AMC is at 18%. What is it? Supports at 88%. BBIG is at 33%. ATER is at 66%, and then Corsair is at 30%. I mean, that's high. Like, it's not like sky high, I guess, but it's pretty dang high up there. Is my life? Oh, it's glitching. No. Let me try something here. 1 second. One second. Okay, hopefully that clears up some space in here and it fixes up a little bit. Okay, here we go. And so the short interest, while it's not crazy high, it's still relatively high. But I don't know, there's just something about this, right? The utilization and these shares on loan being at, shares on loan being at an all-time high and utilization being around 100%. I just feel like there's something here, but I can't. You need some Corsair RAM. Actually, do I have Corsair RAM? I don't know what I have, but I don't know. So I went ahead and I found this over here. These are the alpha signals for Corsair, and this is where you would see something where like there's a short squeeze signal. This is where the short squeeze signal would be if there is a if there was one, but in here there isn't one. There's just this like earning per share. I think these are all okay. Event investor. So it's an event investor conference on the day, stuff like that. Most of these being earnings per share though. And then I guess not all of them, but some are, but there's nothing of a short squeeze indicator, right? And I don't know. I just don't know. Let's see. Diane says, I think there are so many stocks in this precarious position, like William Morgan said. I think the hedges will be playing whack-a-mole and we'll be making all the money. Right. And that's a good point, right? Maybe this is a play that is going to run. It's heavily shorted. And whenever the shorts have to cover, whether for whatever reason, maybe this is one of those plays that is going to run. I didn't take a position in this stock, but I did notice it. I wanted to call it out just in case anyone, I don't know, likes it or doesn't want to take a position or can talk me into a position or whatever it would be. I just feel like there might be something here, and it just seems like it's ready to go. Cost of borrows really skyrocketed recently too. I mean, it's just seems ready, but yeah, so I just wanted to show you this one. So here's one that I also found, right? This is a similar kind of situation, but this one we have seen move before, and the apes have been all over it. This is Workhorse, right? Workhorse, a lot of people have been into this. So William Morgan says there are many squeeze plays, but financial institutions are working together to suppress them. Okay. They can't do it forever. Great point. Great point. They can't do it forever. I truly feel, and we've talked about this before, I'm pretty sure everyone feels the same way, that whenever the stocks run, it's going to be a January 27th situation where they all ran at the same time, right? They all went crazy. They all like skyrocketed. And that's what I wonder what is going to happen with these stocks, right? So let's take a look at, well, let me answer this chat really quick. Sean, yeah, remind me about Clove, and we'll talk about it really quick. And David says, Corey, quick question. Do you think the AMC sell-off at 3:30 today was caused by calls being sold and not executed, leaving thousands? Let's take a look. The 1 day. Yeah, you know, it being a Friday, I wouldn't be surprised if this is people taking profits and leaving really quick or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. Also, it could also be, I don't know if we notice this on Fridays, right? Typically right before close. I do notice a fall off, typically an hour or two before close, or whatever it would be, 2 hours before close, because a lot of people, they don't want the options to expire in the money, right? They don't want these options to, yeah, I mean, like, options expiring the money is usually not good for some people, for shorts. But yeah, I typically notice that. I think it might be people taking profits before the weekend, or it could be a few different things like that. Yeah. Oh man, I sold Workhorse. Oh baby, here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and continue to talk about Workhorse over here. So Workhorse was interesting, right? Because let's take a look at the short interest of the free float. Again, you know, it's 37%. It's not an all-time high at all. All-time high being 61.69%. So it's about half, almost, you know, of what it was, but it's still extremely high. And then if we look at the shares on loan, right? Shares on loan at an all-time high. Looking solid, right? Utilization is, and so this is where I'm very interested in, because the utilization is extremely high. Like, it's been high for a long time without too much movement. There was a little run over here from $7 to, you know, high of $18 over here, you know, low of 7, high of 18 over here. This was from between May and June. And then since then, it's been going down, but the utilization has been staying sky high, right? So I think this is a heavily shorted stock that it's getting hard to borrow. And actually, I just found something today that's pretty cool. If we go to Workhorse, I can hover over here, and it says, you see right there, it says shortable, hard to borrow, day trade level leverage, blah blah blah. Maintenance requirement is 200%. I mean, it just seems primed. And over here, just for reference, you can't even see AMC's. It's not shortable, I guess, because it's. We can see over here, where was that, Workhorse? We can see you don't even get this option. So I guess it's not even shortable. But so let's go ahead and continue over here. So Workhorse, yeah. So taking a look at these numbers, I mean, it just seems very good. On loan, shares on loan on an all-time high. And by the way, the shares on loan, so there's 77 million shares that are on loan, and in the float there's 113. So to give you just kind of a number over here, AMC is around 20% shorted, right? For the free float to the shares on loan. And this one is, what was the number again? 70. Let's just do easy math. We'll do 77. And then it was 113. This one is 68%, right? Whereas AMC is 20%. So this is 3 times more, or 3 times more of the shares on loan. I don't know where the words are in there, but this is very interesting. And so this is actually the stock that I did take a position in. I got a call, and my call is, I took 2 positions. I got a $9 call on this one. In the option. So I got it just outside of the money, like how I always like to play it. My call is for January. And again, you know, it's kind of a side play. Obviously, all my money is, 99% of my money is in AMC, and I'm just going to leave it that way. because I feel like that's where the real freaking money is. But in the meantime, while I've been saving I figure, you know what, I'll use a little extra cash and just do some side plays, right? Just keep it interesting while I'm waiting, dime in hand. So, you know, I just kind of took this, and yeah, I just want to share that with you guys, and why, right? So another reason I chose Workhorse instead of Corsair, other than kind of the sentiment, you know, the apes are in it and all this stuff, is over here we can see that there was actually a short squeeze trading signal, and it never really like squeezed. And we can see there was one right here and one right here, so like 2 days apart or something, or a few days apart. But there was never any kind of movement. And what I've seen historically is like sometimes there's a let me do this over here. Sometimes there's oh, that's not going to help me. So you see back here, there's this S, and sometimes it doesn't move for a while, right? Or it's like flat, and then it just finally runs. What's a good example of that? I think BBIG is a good example of that, actually. BBIG, let me go back here for a second. Alpha trading signals. And so like we can see stuff back here, right? Like over here, we saw it was triggered over here, but it was kind of already moving, and it was kind of like done. So like if we were to ignore that one, we can see this one right here was triggered, moved up. This one right here, it was triggered, but it was already kind of moving. And then this one was triggered all the way back here. It took a few months, right? I mean, not gonna lie, June, July, August, took 2 months for it to move after this, but it did move very abruptly from, and this was triggered around let's find what the high is. The high of $5.16, we'll call it $5, and it went all the way from $5 to $12. So I don't know, I thought it was extreme. Hey, what's up, Gary? Have a nice weekend. Just wanted to support your channel. You're doing great. Thanks, Gary. I appreciate it. Have a good weekend. Tim, what's up? Okay, thanks. Catch it up in the chat. David says, so the time was curious, and I figured there was a lot of hedging done in the last day or so. So they want to go back. Okay. When I have money in hand first. Angelina, I would say watch my options video. People seem to like really like it. I think I explained it pretty well. And options, remember, you don't, and the reason, and let me go back up a little also. One of the reasons I've been purchasing options in these stocks, for example, something like BBIG, is because the implied volatility, which you don't even have to think about, but you know, it's not too expensive to buy. So for example, if you wanted to buy something for like, is this going to be expensive? Yeah, this is kind of expensive. Workhorse, right? I think Workhorse is a good example. So if you wanted to buy something for Workhorse, let's say January, right? You could get in here for $200, right? And let's say it moves up a little bit by January, and let's say it goes to $12 from what is that? Almost $9 to $12. You know, you just profited $160. So, you know, this is a little pricey, but I just like options. But let's say it does go crazy, right? Let's say it goes from $9 to, or, you know, from $8, you know, just under $9. Let's say it goes to $20, right? If it goes to $20, you just made, you know, $900 on your $200 bet. And so that's why I like options so much. And I think it going from, if it is a kind of like a short squeeze, like crazy move, then this is a crazy way to make money, right? Let's say you put $1,000 in, and it goes, you know, I think it doubling isn't too crazy. So let's say it goes from 8 to, you know, 16, you just 2.5 times your money. That's why I like options so much rather than just, you know, putting it in. And that's why also I get it super close to being in the money, and I like to buy it a little further out, because chances are, I mean, it's going to be in my favor, especially if I'm super bullish on something like this. But yeah, so obviously, you know, do what you want to do, but I think it's I like it. thank you. Everyone will be talking about AMC and topping 50. Yes, AMC. And yeah, I mean, I don't mean to take away from this, by the way, guys. I just wanted to share my plays really quick, but AMC getting this high, I mean, well, I've always felt like it deserved to be that high based on what's going on in the market, not necessarily about movie theaters, but with what's happened previously and what's been going on with everything going on is what I'll say, because I can talk about all of my thoughts for a long time. But yeah, it's about time we got back up here. I wonder if we'll get a huge cup and handle situation. Oh, another reason I hopped into Workhorse, just to bring this out again, is because I feel like there might be some kind of George W going on here, some kind of double bottom, and we got one bottom, two bottom here, and I feel like it's ready for a bullish reversal, especially with that utilization so high. Even if I were to zoom in here and look at the 1 month or something like this, you know, we can see right here, even microscopically, there could be a double bottom shaping up to happen. Now it might drop a little bit more, but I don't know. I just like it. There's several different things that I like about the setup of the stock here. Double bottom, like I said, these bottoms and stuff. There's just a lot of things that I really liked about this that I was like, you know what, I feel confident and I'm just gonna make a play, and instead of twiddling my thumbs. Step away for a moment. Did you see Adam's tweet about Disney? What? No, I did not see Adam's tweet about Disney. But guess what I have the power of? Oh my gosh. Whoa, huge step forward. Kudos to Disney for news that is extremely good for AMC. All Disney movies through year end have an exclusive window in movie theaters before they go home. This is big, a smart, wise decision by Disney. AMC will sell boatloads of tickets for you. This is fantastic. And remember, Adam Aaron spoke about this in the last, was it the... I don't know if it was the Trades interview or if it was the actual earnings call. He said that movies were going to do this. They were going to give them is it a 45-day or a 15-day? It was some kind of window where the movies were only going to be available in theaters. And they have this going, I think, with Warner Brothers or something. They have a few different things that they are in the pipe with that it's only going to be available in theaters for the first X amount of days. I can't remember the exact amount, but this is fantastic. Disney Plus, this is great, especially after the Black Widow debacle. It was crazy. Fenderman says, Corey, if I'm trying to make money on the way down from the AMC squeeze, would it be better to get a put now when the squeeze or when the squeeze is peaking? Fenderman, so I will say, in my opinion, I think it might be better. If I were to play it, I'd probably do it whenever it's like on the way down. Honestly, though, if you did want to play it now, like the question, my fear though, of like, let's say you wanted to play it now, right? Let's say you wanted to do a put. If you did a put, like, where are you going to do your put for? Are you going to do your put for, you know, January? Well, what if it doesn't? What if it has a GameStop situation, right? Let's say it has a GameStop situation. Let's look at the 1 year, and let's say it goes up to, you know, let's say you buy your put now, or, you know, you buy your put at $50 or something. Let's say you buy for GameStop, for example. Let's say you bought your put at $100, saying there's no way it's going to hold over $100 for this amount of time, right? Like, it's going to go up, it's going to go down, and it's just going to crash whenever everyone gets out. Well, look at this. It went all the way up and then all the way down, right? So if you would have pulled out here, then, you know, I guess you would have been good. But let's say you got it over here because it's like, oh, okay, this play's not done yet. And now look, you're just waiting and you're waiting. This is in January, February, March. This is the beginning of March. And now look, you're just a sitting duck, and it's September. That's 6 months later. So unless you're going to buy your option for AMC, like if you were to buy a put, if you were to buy your put for AMC, I mean, where are you going to buy it for January of 2023? What does this even look like, right? This is going to be, I guess, $2,000, break even being 19, so $42 put has a break even of 19.55, right? It's like it's too scary. I just don't, I personally will not be doing it. If it's worth it to you, then it's worth it to you, but I'm not willing to risk any of this, which is why I'm not a bear. Like I just don't see the value in this kind of stuff, especially for when I would buy it. Now, is there even anything before, you know, I guess you could try July if you want to test your luck, but even then, you know, it's going to cost you, let's say you did a $40 put, it's going to cost you $1,600, and then your break even is $23.55. So you have to be confident that this stock is going to go below $23.55 for you to barely make any money. But of course, anything in there is profit. So super scary. You may want to consider waiting until it's like sky high and then looking for a play there. But either way, it's too scary for me personally. If it works for you, it works for you. But I just wanted to point that out to you because the math is, it gets sketchy real quick. Pinky says, can you Ortex AEI? Sure, for sure. Let's pause up here. Yeah, we'll just do this. Well, let me open this in a new tab because I'm AEI. All right, here you go. So utilization 45%. Shares on loan. It's on its way up, but shares. I mean, utilization down. Looks like it might be heading upward though. Short interest is down, but heading upward. You know, this might be a play. It might take a while, or maybe it'll never move. Right? If there's not enough momentum, not enough volume, not enough people holding the stock where they can just cover pretty easily and it doesn't bounce too crazy. So hopefully that helps a little bit. I'll leave all of them and you can kind of pause the stream and look at it if you'd like. And I'll kind of put this like this for you for a sec while I continue with the chat. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Home, what is up? What is up? How's it hanging? Fantastic. Are Blackberry and Nokia still squeeze plays? Joan, actually, I haven't even looked. Let's take a look, right, at Blackberry, and then we'll look at Nokia in a second. Let's look at the shares on loan. See, this is back in January where it was. It kind of fell, and then it's kind of been stagnant. Utilization down, way down. Short interest of the free float. I don't know if I would say it's trending upwards. I'd probably say a little flat. We'd have to give it a little more time to see if this continues to like this kind of trend here. But I just don't like it, unfortunately, to be honest. And let's take a look at Nokia and see what's going on here. Is this the wrong stock? And okay. Why is it giving me all these different options? Isn't it Nokia Corporation? Nokia stock. Dude, what? Why is this all HLSE? Where's NYSE? How do I do this? What is happening? I can't use this thing. I can't find NYSE Nokia. Is it not NYSE? Why is this happening? I'm looking for an answer. All right, we'll see what happens here, because I don't even know. William says, news alert, Vin Diesel has agreed to play Corey in the action movie Attack of the Memes. Keanu was playing Lou. Steve-O's playing me. AI, we already checked that. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, thanks, Sean. See, I forgot, man. I appreciate it. And okay, yeah. But is this the right NOK over here? Let me try this again. NOK, but I don't think this is the right stock. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Man, I don't know why that was the most difficult thing I've ever seen. All right, let's try again. So NOK, let's get this pulled up here. We can see, let's take a look at the utilization. Ooh, way down. See, 10%. On loan, super down. Estimated short interest of the free float, flat. I mean, maybe moving up. If I'm trying to give you a little bit of hope, moving upwards slowly, but even then, with the shares on loan at an basically almost an all-time low, 11 million looks like it was the all-time low over here. It's at 13 million. You know, and this is okay. And I'm glad that we're looking at these different kinds of stocks to see it, because I want to show you guys that not every stock is heavily shorted, right? Like, I know we look at a lot of stocks that look like, hey, this looks great. Hey, this looks great, right? High utilization, high this, high that. And, some plays, they play out and they're done. And that's that, right? I'm not saying, now, granted, we're talking about two different things here. Is the stock good? Is it going to go up? Do they have things in the pipeline? Yada, yada, yada. And then is it a short play? Is there stuff like that, right? Thank you, Diane. Yeah, see, Diane likes Nokia for the long term. Nokia has cool things going on with their 5G and blah, blah, blah. But there are two separate things here, right? I'm not saying this is a bad play. I'm saying, based on this short information, like, are they going to squeeze again? Based on these numbers, it kind of doesn't really seem like they're going to do any kind of crazy squeeze. It's all relatively low compared to where they were previously. And it doesn't seem like it's going to go crazy. That's my own personal opinion on it. But yeah, long term, yeah, it looks like a lot of people are into it long term. But just for a squeeze, not really, And I'm glad we can look at this and just be kind of honest and objective with ourselves and say this doesn't look like the bee's knees right now. So yeah. Yeah, Sean says Nokia and bag holding at $6.50 in January. Yeah, I'm bag holding Blackberry, right? Bad. Oh my gosh, my option's gonna expire worthless, and it doesn't feel good at all. But I chased and I got too excited, and it wasn't the play, and that's what happened. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Where's my boy Sean right here? Sean was looking for waiting patiently. So patiently for Clove. All right. Let's take a look at Clove. Clover Health Investments, right? Clove. Great. All right, so let's get Clove pulled up. And let's see what's going on here. I don't know if you wanted me to check anything specific, Sean. I have January 2023, $5 calls in Nokia. Yeah. Beautiful. On loan utilization kind of been dropping 82%. Shares on loan, short interest of the free flow kind of downward. Yeah, it's all kind of, except for the on loan, shares on loan slightly trending upward. When is this? June? So, you know, kind of trending upward, but I'm curious to know how this is going to go. I don't like the way this is set up currently, especially with it heading downward. I wish that it bounced somewhere up here so it would look a little more bullish, but not really a fan of what's going on there. Utilization, again, not a fan of how it's just been going down recently like this, as well as the short interest of the free float. Yeah, like that downward trends is just killing me right now. Tim says, well, I'm on AMC now. I'm in on AMC now. Don't have quite as many shares, but I'll be diamond handing the very few that I have. Yeah, hey, you know what? I can respect it. Smooth, I have no. Does anyone know the answer to this? What happens if the banks don't come up with the $1 trillion by October 1st? Smooth, I really don't know. What happens when they don't have cash? They're too big to fail, you know? I'm wondering if it's a good spot to get in. Yeah, I mean, it really depends on if you're bullish in it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the profile, what they do and stuff like that. Let me get this pulled up over here. All right, so let's see what these guys do. Ready for more healthcare? Go beyond the basics and get coverage that's designed to keep you healthy under your zip code. All right, let's see. Easy to access doctors. Oh, okay, so it's a bunch of stuff. It seems almost like a HSA plan or FSA plan if you've ever had one of those. Hey, what's up, CT? As well as a, let's see, broad and open networks, dental and vision hearing. Like a, whatever the doctor one is, like the teledoc or whatever it's called. Something like that. Okay, so let's take a look at the setup. Let's take a look at the financials. Can't see anything here. Let's take a look at the institutional ownership, 33.65%. I love it. Vanguard, Fidelity, BlackRock. Price projections, high of $10, average of $9, low of $7, currently at $8.59. And so as far as where it's at, I mean, if you are bullish on the stock, I think it's a fantastic place to enter, right? We can see here. I just don't know what they're doing well enough to give you like a full analysis. Like I wish the profile, you know, I just understood it a little bit better, but I mean, I can kind of see what they do. I understand I guess their business. And I think this is the way businesses are going. I do worry about market penetration. I don't know if they already have their foot in the door, or because I've never heard of them in terms of actually using their service, because all I hear of is it Teladoc and all those other ones, right? But I haven't heard of this one, just like somebody mentioning it on the street or whatever, you know, or at work, I guess I should say, like I'm on the streets. But I haven't really heard anyone like advertising it or mentioning it. But if they're going to make a big push and it's going to do well, but if you're looking, I will say, if you're looking at it like, oh, it was $28 at one point, you know, there were a lot of stocks that kind of went crazy for a week or two, or, you know, few weeks, whatever it would have been, and then they're back down, right? I'm not saying they can't go back here, but I just don't know. I don't know. If you're looking for an entry point, if you don't think if they're going to fall anymore, I think this is an excellent entry. It looks like it finally bounced, right? Hopefully it found the bottom over here. It went up. And if you want to wait for another entry point, you might wait for another bottom. You know, you'll miss if this is the bottom. You never know when the actual bottom is, but if you see it uptick for a day or two and it breaks like, you know, $9, $10, $6, something like that, then I'd feel pretty good about it finally going on its reversal and potentially a run, right? So that's how I feel about it. The Legend says AMC is the greatest winning lottery ticket. Legend, you said it, not me, but I can say, hey, no problem, Sean. I can say, you know, that's how I personally kind of feel. But everybody make your own financial decisions. This is not financial advice, but I feel like AMC is a lottery ticket. It's crazy. It's wild. It's the coolest thing ever. Who'd have thought? Angelina says, thanks, Sean. I might use Clove for my son to get healthcare then. Oh, okay. There you go. Awesome day on AMC today. They tried hard to push it below 50, but no dice. Who's still in BBIG? We have a lot of people in BBIG, Lewis. A whole bunch. Okay, we'll take a look at this last stock, and then we will go ahead and call it. See you, Diamond. Have a good night. VLTA, Volta. Oh boy, what do these guys do? Electric and utilities and IPPs. Operates commerce-centric electric vehicle charging networks. I am very, very interested. Very interested. The company builds and operates a nationwide EV charging network. Its Predict EV product helps users to understand EV adoption and EV charging demand in their area. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic. I don't know if anyone's doing this yet, like, you know, but I am very impressed. I wish I could find the dang thing though. Cloud infrastructure, security, infrastructure. No. How come I'm not seeing anything about EV? Let me look up Volta Predict EV. Here we go. Here we go. See these hotspots and stuff. Because what I think is going to happen, and so this is something I'm actually extremely interested in, right? Because I think what's going to happen is there's going to have to eventually be universal chargers in all these places. You can't have, or they'll have different sections in parking lots, right? I don't really know how it's going to end up going, because what I could see is you have a parking lot, you have Tesla on this side, or rows. This row's Tesla, this row's Ford, this row's blah 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 row, and then those companies pay to be in there, however it's going to make money. But I feel like there has to be different charging sites where it's going to be more universal, right? I wonder if it's going to be like gas, right? Everybody has the same gas tank. Everyone's gas fits in, it works the same way. No matter which gas station you go, no matter which car you have, if you have a gas vehicle, it's all the same. And I wonder if that's how EVs are going to be, where the connectors are the same, right? And if the connectors aren't the same, if they're going to have an adapter, or how it would work. But if it does work that way, then these kinds of companies are going to be fantastic. It'll be huge. But I just don't know enough about how they're actually going to do those kind of charging, those charge zones, charge parking lots, those kinds of things. I just don't know how they're going to do them. But yeah, I think this is super cool. I really like it. Let's take a look at no financials yet. Institution ownership 42.57%. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, I think this is the future. The question is, are they going to be the one? There's going to be a bunch of different companies. Are they going to be the one? Is Tesla going to create their own, and it's going to be very cool or whatever? Or other companies going to create their own? There are a few different questions that I don't have the answer to that make me a little bit weary. But if I like it. Like I really like this kind of setup. Had a weird little rocky couple of months over here. I don't know, or a couple of weeks. This is just a couple of weeks. It's been really rocky, but hopefully it'll probably level out. And I'm pretty bullish on the industry, especially with these options. Let me see what these options look like for January of 23. Oh my gosh, break even is $14. See, this is some serious money to be made. You put like 5 grand in it or something. Just let it sit there. And if it, ooh, some serious money to be made. If it just doubles, tripled your money. I don't know. That's some good stuff. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Definitely. Keep me updated if anything cool happens, all right? But all right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and call it there. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. VLTA has TVs on each side and shows at 24/7, so that foots the bill. Dang, that is so smart. I'm gonna watch this one because this is actually pretty cool. I'm gonna learn more about this because this is really cool. If there are anything else like this, let me know, because this is very, very cool. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Have a very safe, very fun weekend, and I will catch you guys Monday. All right, peace.